Hey everyone, welcome back to Sarah J. Awesome. I'm so happy. I am filming in my Tesla again. I got my car back from the Tesla service center. It has been a terrible 2 weeks, literally 14 days. For those of you that don't know what happened, this is basically a follow-up video that I finally got my car back. On July 27th, I came out to my car and there was a really strange noise, some vibration, stuff going on. I'll show you all that little video clip that I have now. And I went into the Tesla service app and immediately scheduled an appointment, which was way too far out for them to hurry up and come work on my car. I told them it was immediate. I needed it serviced right now. I don't have time to be dealing with this. And I also told them I'm not driving it anywhere to any service centers because I didn't know what was wrong with it. And I didn't want to cause any further damage. So they actually sent a tow truck the exact same day. Within a few hours, they asked me what time I wanted them to be here. I also found this hilarious clip in my Sentry mode of my Tesla basically throwing a fit on the back of the tow truck. I don't know about y'all, but I think this is hilarious. Like, it looks like my car is throwing a temper tantrum because it's on this tow truck. They came and picked my car up. Tow truck guy was super nice. Everyone I dealt with at the Tesla service center and Tesla roadside assistance was amazing. So polite, so reassuring, and very educated on what's going on. I had no issues with anyone when it came to communication the whole time. And they told me that, whatever was wrong with the car, if it was covered under warranty, then I wouldn't be charged anything. And if it wasn't covered, then I could be stuck with a bill for towing and for the service. Thankfully, it turned out it was my AC compressor that went out in my car. This is the September edition 2020 Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus. And when this happened, I had 22,000 miles on the car, and the car is only 10 months old. So that is a major concern that the AC compressor already went out. I spoke with them after they already ordered the compressor and the condenser, and I told them to make sure they replace any other parts that could have potentially been damaged by the broken compressor, and they did. So it ended up taking longer than they originally said, for two reasons. One, they were super busy with other cars and they kept apologizing profusely that it was taking so long to service my car. They also had to order the parts, and then once they ordered the parts and received them, I said, you need to go ahead and order these other parts to make sure that you replace everything that could have been affected, whether it looks broken or not. And they did. So then they ordered additional parts that I requested at no charge. Then they had to wait for those parts to come in, and then they serviced the car and fixed everything. So they picked my car up on July 27th, the same day that it broke, and they messaged me in the app at 5:30 p.m. on August 10th that the car was ready, but I didn't see the message until the next day. And I picked my car up August 11th at 10 p.m. It was an after-hours pickup. It was super easy. They told me where my key was located in a lockbox with a pin, and I took an Uber there and picked my car up after work. It was no big deal. They charged me absolutely $0, not a single penny for towing, and not a single penny for the service or for any of the parts. Originally, they were going to replace the AC compressor and condenser, and when I told them they need to make sure they replace everything else that could have possibly been affected, and also flush the line for debris, they messaged me back that they would do that and they would do it free of charge. So they ended up replacing in total the AC compressor, which is the original part that failed internally. They replaced the AC condenser, the high-low pressure refrigerant pipes, the charge port low pressure pipes, and the super bottle. I don't know what those last three things are, but that's what they replaced. 5 things altogether. They also flushed the line, added more coolant, did all that stuff that they were supposed to do. And like I said, the total cost was not a single penny. I'm super happy with the service. I am a little concerned that this broke so quickly. It makes me wonder, is it actually a crappy part, or is this some kind of fluke manufacturer defect in the compressor and it won't happen again? I don't know. Only time will tell. A lot of you had said this is not very common. I've had 3 people tell me that it did happen to them also, but they had different models and different years. They did not have any rental cars available or loaners, and they did apologize for that also. But they did give me $1,700 in Uber credits total for the amount of time that they had my car. Thankfully, I have other cars, and I just drove our family car the 2 weeks that they had my Tesla. But that did cost me an arm and a leg. Freaking miserable. So the only Uber credits that I actually ended up using was the one time that I drove home in the family car after work, and then I took an Uber to the Tesla service center to go pick up my car an hour away. And I did tip cash for that. So I did tip the guy $30. It was an hour drive, and he was super, super nice. So there is that. Now let's talk about the other cost. Tesla charged me $0 for this. $0 for towing, $0 for the entire thing. But what did it really cost me for this breakdown? We're currently leasing a 2021 Volvo XC90, and that is what I had to drive back and forth to work for the 2 weeks that they had my car. And it takes premium gas only. And I also did not have the right plates on the Volvo where I can go through the Easy Tag for free. So I actually had to pay for all of the tolls that I had to drive through for work. In my Tesla, I actually have my husband's disabled veteran license plates on my car, so I can go through all the tolls in Texas for free at no charge, but I don't have those plates on my Volvo, so I had to pay for every toll that I went through. So my total in tolls for those 14 days they had my Tesla was $105. So that really sucked. That's not Tesla's fault, of course. It's just because I haven't had time to get the right plates put on that the lease that we have. But it did still cost me $105, so that does suck. And let's talk about the gas. Oh my God. So I added up the miles for the 14 days that they had my car, and I drove approximately 1,040 miles in 14 days that they had my Tesla. I drove that all in the Volvo. In gas for the Volvo, I spent $162.71. I broke this down to how much it would have cost me if I was driving my Tesla, because I only charge at home and I pay 10 cents per kilowatt hour, so it's about $5 to fill up my battery. And basically for 1,040 miles in electricity, I would have paid $28.88. But instead, I had to pay $162.71 for premium gas. So the difference there in the gas versus electricity, I had to pay $133.83 more in 14 days to drive a gas car. That's super, super crazy. I mean, I do drive a ton of miles for work, but still, that's significant. Yeah, it would have been $133.83 more every 14 days driving gas. So I'm saving quite a bit of money driving on electricity, which is freaking amazing. I love it. And you know, this Volvo is more expensive than my Tesla, and it seems so slow driving that compared to my Tesla that I almost got in a couple accidents when I first started driving it, because I was, waiting for traffic to pass, and I went to go punch it and get across, like a median or whatever, and it was just, there's that long lag before the acceleration actually kicks in. So, oh my God, it was not fun driving that Volvo. I mean, I do appreciate my husband having the Volvo for us and everything, and that is our family car, but even with all the problems and stuff that my Tesla had, I could not wait to get it back. I freaking love this car, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I love it so much, and it's saving me so much money. I could go on and on, but overall, I am so thankful to have my car back, and I'm super happy with the service that I had. And I talked to probably 5 different people I had to deal with through Tesla for this one service appointment, and every single one of them had an amazing attitude and was just awesome. They made me feel better, and I was super pissed off and upset and depressed about the whole situation, and they just made it all okay. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I just wanted to give y'all a little update and tell y'all what happened, what was the final verdict with everything, and that's that. Let me know what y'all think. Have you had any kind of problems with your AC compressor going out in your Tesla? Do you think that this is a one-time thing? Do you think that maybe it's a crappy part? I mean, do you think it's going to happen again? I don't know. I also consider the fact that I do use my AC about 50 hours a month, and that includes leaving the climate on when I go in stores and using it on my 2-hour drives back and forth to work every day. But even with all that being said, again, the car was only 10 months old. Your AC compressor should last 5 to 6 years, and it should not have gone out this quickly, even with the amount that I use it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all next time.